Today's gonna be a big day. We got a convoy out down east. We'll start doing mine and my brother's oats, and hopefully we will be running that 4690 on that massive auger by the end of the day, and I am excited to see that. First thing though, our other 2-track, it has a squeaky belt, so quickly took a look at it. We're gonna order a belt. Tensioner seems fine, none of the pulleys are squeaky, so we get a belt. If you're looking at pulleys and everything is a little bit shiny, you know your belt's slipping. Either get a belt or a tensioner. And now it appears the starter solenoid screwed off on 895. So they're gonna try and pull start it, which should be interesting. I'm not gonna stick around though, because I gotta head out to the combines, fuel up, top up oils on some gearboxes. Lots to do. Start pulling that belt off. So let's get after it. Now that I've seen what they're actually trying to accomplish, we better just watch. The detailer's in the ground, hooked up to the tractor, and we're trying to pull start it. So, here we go! Would you look at that? I just grabbed some stuff from the farm. We are heading out now to the field we finished yesterday to start working on those combines. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna fuel up. I'm tracking each combine. I'll take a look at their acres, and then we'll know what fuel usage we were doing with the stock combine versus the Sunnybrook combine. And from there, I'm going to add the cover plate back into Dad's combine, do some quick greasing. I noticed Dad's gearbox for his rotor has a decent leak, so we're gonna quickly put some oil in there. And then we'll start work on getting that belt off for my unload auger drive. I probably wouldn't do it again, but I enjoyed building this whole fuel trailer body because, I don't know, I enjoy building things and it works well and makes my life easy. While we're fueling up, just a good time to check your engine oils. And right on the full line, this one is good. This is looking promising. So right off the rip, before even looking at acres, this combine, Sunnybrook one, used 15 less liters of diesel, which isn't huge, but typically this machine does more acres as well. So we'll have to look at that counter and see what we really did. We are cruising through our list here. So we got that done for Dad's unload auger. I think I'm quickly gonna just top up his gearbox too, kind of get Dad's machine done and out of the way, and then we'll get onto that. We got Andrew showing up with our last super beat, unload the cart. Then once Dad's machine is done, we can hook up, pull his header and trailer out of the way, drop mine. We're making good progress. Small leaking gearboxes, or just leaking gearboxes in general, has me all kinds of paranoid. So we're gonna top it up. Oh great, I just dropped my crush washer into all that chaff. Fantastic. I couldn't find a crush washer. I topped up the oil. It was a little bit low, but I think I may have one in my truck, so let's take a look. I tried to be prepared. Turns out I have just a whole new plug with crush washer, so we'll just slam that in there. I really like having tools and parts in the field with me at all time. That stuff saves you a lot of time and in turn a lot of money. Get this thing snugged up, ready to rock. Okay, that combine's good to go, ready to head out. Now let's start looking at mine. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pop that cap off so we can take a look at the time of our chain drive for the augers. I will need to loosen that tensioner. We'll get that sorted, and then depending where we're at, we may head out to my place and do the belt when we get to my place. Okay, we got our plate opened up and we have detensioned our chain. Now we will dig out our main unload tube entrance, I guess, whatever you want to call it, and check where the timing is on these augers. Like, so if you look in there, you can see there are some kickers that come off the flighting, and you want those to be timed properly with this end piece coming around so that it's kicking right as this comes around. So this is the auger that's out of time, because if you look here, the leading edge is joining right where that piece is wanting to kick. So when you spin, it kicks it out in there and this one is like 180 degrees out. So we'll get it checked. We got it timed, and you want the leading edge of this auger to be facing the front of the combine, right there, and then you want the leading edge of this unload auger to be at the bottom in the 6 o'clock position, because this one's coming around, and then you want to set that one back there so that the leading edge is at the top in the 12 o'clock position, because then when it makes that 180 degree, then that one comes down, and every time those flaps are kicking it in, you got this flight coming around pulling it up. The big thing with getting those augers timed properly is that it just runs smoother and requires less horsepower to run the auger, so maybe that's why we broke that shear bolt yesterday. Anyways, now we're just going to grease the rotor bearings quickly, drop this header, and then we're kind of ready to roll out. Everything's hooked up, ready to roll out. We're going to take our vehicles back to the main yard, get a ride out, and then we're going to head down east. And then the last thing I need to do is that unload auger belt, and hopefully then everything feels a bit smoother. I'm not even making it up when I say it's starting to rain. But at least we're heading 20 miles that way, and weather will look a lot different down there, and we're going into oats. So hopefully we have no issues, but come on. And just like that, we're ready to roll out. My dad will be at the front of the convoy, grain cart will be in the middle, I'll be pulling up in the rear, and we will have a spotting vehicle behind me. Aiden cleaned all the windows and the mirrors in this thing today. Holy smokes, it's beautiful. He even did that one. Love to see it. So now we'll be on the road for an hour and a bit, and get ready to roll into wheat. Or roll into oats. This hydrostatic, every now and then it likes to just punch it or not slow down when I want, which is marginally unnerving at times, but I will say the brakes work fantastic. I swear, there is always a train up there. We've hit that train like 4 or 5 times now. Hopefully it's gone by the time we get there. Tinkertown's a bumping one today, fellas. We're just waiting for all that traffic to clear because we just had a train roll through. And then we'll hop on the number 1, head the Deacon's Corner, and then get on gravel as soon as we can. What's this guy doing? What are you doing, buddy? Nice. Bet he's just talking to himself about some equipment. Just your casual morning commute. We're gonna head that way now, 3 or 4 miles, and get on to some gravel. I really can't stand driving on cement with tracks. That's when most of your damage and heat occurs. But it's just something we have to deal with, and one of those things where we still feel like it's worth it to have tracks, but we just make sure that we're not hitting our top speeds and causing more damage than we need to. I don't know, something tells me those peas could have been harvested a long time ago. They're looking pretty crispy. Nice to be back on gravel roads. We are pulling into our yard here. We'll get staged up, send a combine out for moisture while I change the belt, and then we'll work on getting that big auger and the 4690 set up to the bin. We're working on getting hooked up. We'll get things organized. We'll pull the trailers out of the way. Got to move that one too so that we have lots of room here. And then we'll get that set up to there. It is almost time. I have a sneaking suspicion that will be dead though, so we've got a battery charger on there. Looks good with our new swapped PTO box. Oh, I'm excited. We're just getting a few things here moved around, cleaned up, and then Dad'll head out and get a sample. Dad's heading out to the field. It's just a mile over there. and we'll have a moisture here soon and then know better what the day is going to look like, because it's kind of been just spitting all day, honestly, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to get the grain cart tractor fueled up and then we'll get the tractor going, but in the meantime I'm going to go ahead and start getting that belt changed on my combine. We have been absolutely chewing through shear bolts on the headers. So I bought another 15 this morning. Since we're going there, this is our unload auger belt. That was 250 bucks. Then this is for the spinner. When I changed the brush seal on it, I noticed ours was not in great shape. So rather just have one on hand in case we blow that belt. Then we're not shut down. And our shear bolts and nuts to keep us stocked up again. I hate, like, I still have like, I don't know, 4 or 5, but when we get to 4 or 5 it starts stressing me out, so keep a healthy stock. Okay, so we need to undo this belt guide. There's a belt guide up there, right there, we gotta undo, and we need to pivot this belt guide right here out of the way, and then we can work on getting that belt pulled out. We are making light work of this one. We got the belt off the idler and the drive, or the driven, and now we'll just try and pull it out from underneath this belt instead of having to take that off. But yeah, she definitely cooked. Apparently the moisture is decent on the tough side, but good enough that we can slam it in the bin. So we're gonna get out there, try and start going, but it started to rain, which it sucks. Guess we'll see how long this lasts. There's Andrew ripping here in the Super Bee. We got things set up. I'm just about done this job. Dirty job, but honestly not too bad. It is so nice rolling belts in. If you don't do it, you need to start. Don't bother taking all the belts off in front of it. Just roll them in. It'll save you a ton of time. So there's a lot going on these machines, but when you break it down, it's pretty simple. You got your main drive gearbox, driving your hydrostat, your hydro pumps, all that. You got 3 belts off of it. You got your main body and gauge. It's the big one there. Then you got your unload auger, and then you got your chopper. And off of here, there's usually first, second, and third stage belts, and then that's kind of where it goes to. So it's a little bit about the machine. Got our new belt in. I found a bolt had fallen out on one of these guides, so I got to take a look at that quickly. But yeah, definitely safe to say that this belt is toast, and hopefully it runs better now. I made such good time on that belt swap, but now we have been shut down. So, guess that is probably it for today on the combining front. My dad got a little bit done. Guess we'll try again tomorrow. It always seems to be the motto. Are you as sick of hearing about me saying we got shut down by the rain as I am of being shut down by the rain? Because this is just brutal. But at least we're moved down here. We're in the field. The oats are 16%. It's barely drizzling, but it's been barely drizzling for like an hour. So I still think there's a possibility we get in here tomorrow and pick up where we left off. Guess we'll see how it plays out. Alright, well, we're back at the main yard because we got rained out, and I'm just going to quickly change the alternator belt on this tractor before I call it a day. That's another rain delay. It is what it is. Alright, well, hey, you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.